Out of the pin, remember, this is the trim unit. We get the cables out. Tilt rod, this is the name of this. Trim rods, the two ones on the side. Trim rod goes up to certain height, certain angle of the motor, and from there, the tilt rod takes over. These two trim rods, you can be full wide open throttle, pressure in the engine down on these things, and they will not move. This one, however, if it's up all the way, it's got a valve, a release valve, that if you put too much pressure with the throttle and the propeller pushes the engine down, it will give. It will give enough for the engine to come down to the angle of the trim rod. So let's go ahead to the center tilt rod. This is the pin, the head of the pin. Let's go to the other side. I'll have the light in my mouth, so I probably won't be able to talk, and remove that retainer. Okay, do you see I removed the retainer? I couldn't talk because I had the flashlight in my mouth. And then I just, with my finger, I pushed the pin through with my finger. No pressure because pressure is being released. So now the complete unit is loose, see? Because we took the main pin from the top. Be careful with these bushings. These bushings are plastic. There are four. One on the motor, one on the other side of the bracket itself. Those stay there. I usually leave them there. The ones I usually remove, once I bring this pin down, I'll show you how it's done. Those bushings in the main pin bushing, tilt rod, I remove them because they break easy. You don't want that. So now let's bring this rod down because there is no pressure here. It'll be easier for us just to bring it down with force. If it doesn't, tighten up again. Tighten up, not all the way, just snug. And snug the manual relief valve and use your wiring to go positive and negative on the top using the power of the battery in the motor, and you can bring this down using the electric motor. For now, let's do it by force, and because there is no pressure in that unit, this should come down by force. Let's do that next. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna try a regular breaker bar, okay? Just put it here and just little leverage to bring this down a little bit, enough so I can put the next very complicated and very fancy, let me get it here, special tool number RAGG, whatever. Just a rag. All right, you put a rag through here. Okay, just like so. And then use the rag to bring the rod down. Okay, that's it. Rod's down. Remember, remove this bushing. So I'm gonna take this one off. I have it in my hand. I remove the other one. See, it came with a rag. Got it with my hand. They go here. Take them off. Put them on the side together with your retainer, remember? And your pin, okay? This pin has got one head and one groove on the other side. You can go either side, that way or this way. I always put them in the same way, but whatever, it's up to you. So now the unit is completely loose, okay? We're gonna cut these little zip ties that are holding this cable. No big deal, just cut them around. And take this cable out, and then, well, let me stop there, and then I show you once I move the camera, okay? Okay. All right, so let's finish removing this wire. You see, this is where all the wires go, through this hole right here. Let me see if it's in the camera. Yeah, right there. So take the cable out. It's together with the trim sender wire. We're not gonna remove the sender, which is up in the front tilt tube. We're not gonna remove that. Just the wire to the electric motor, which is this guy here. So it's got a few zip ties. Just take the zip ties off, okay, with regular wire cutter. Okay, just take them off, and then once all the zip ties are off, then you're able to bring this wire, and kaboom, kaboom. This is the motor right here. This is the electric motor. Let me move the camera down a little. There you go. Let me bring it here, okay? I brought this cable through this hole right here in the bracket, and then to the engine pan. So I took it from the engine pan out of this hole right here, right here. And this is the trim motor right here. This is the whole unit now. So all we're gonna need to remove now is this too. Oh, let me move the camera again. There you go. There you go, right there. These two bolts, you can only remove one from either side and push that long pin from side to side out. But remember, before you do that, don't forget this little wire down here. If the engine is too old, maybe that wire is not there because already fell off or broke in the past or whatever. But just take a look down here because the unit has got this little electrolysis cable attached down here with the number 10 bolt. So remove that and then remove one of this, push it, tap it off. You know, it's a long pin from side to side, and the engine, you'll see, the engine will come up and out. So let's do that one thing at a time. All right, let's do this. Let's go down here to this little cable that everybody forgets. And then when you have the unit on your hand and you're ready to pull it off, oops, unit's not coming off. Why? Because you forgot this little cable right here. What do I do with little bolts so I don't lose them? I put them back. Just a few turns so I don't lose them. Right there. Now, using a number 12 socket, remember, one of this. Which one are you going to remove? Any one that gives. So 12, size 12 on this side, size 12 on this side, and let's see which one gives, okay? I'm gonna go and release. In this case, let me see which one gave. In this case, this one, this side. This side is the one that got loose first. So we're gonna go that way, correct? You don't have to remove both. So take this bolt, which looks like this one, number 12, comes with a washer. Okay, and just take a little load off the unit and look at this pin. Just push it with your fingers, see? And it comes out. What do you do next? Take it out completely, right? And then the unit up and out. And you got the unit out, okay? Then after this, we'll go ahead and show you how to put it back in, which is the same process, just backwards. So this is the unit that came from the motor. And this is the one that customer brought to me right here, okay? He brought it with the bushings, which is good news. I don't see any leaks here. I don't see any leak in the tilt rod. Motor, it's okay. Terminals are okay. And I've already tested this unit right here electrically only. I mean, I cannot, this is not a perfect test. Let me bring this radio volume down. All right. Okay, I cannot do a 100% test because actually the last best test that you can do is with a unit in the motor so you have the load of the engine. But as of a bench test, it checked okay. So let's go ahead and put this unit in the boat.